The reason I voted for Trump is because he's genuine and authentic. I don't have to worry about not knowing who he is or having to second guess whether or not there's an ulterior motive. He lays it all out in your face. I voted for Trump because he doesn't have ties to any super PACs. He was able to raise his own money and his own funds. I voted for Trump because he wasn't about politics. He was about people. And he genuinely showed that. I voted for Trump because he put America first, which is something that no other president has done since Reagan. Every other president has forgot about America. Not Trump, though. I voted for Trump because he was a successful businessman and still is a successful businessman. And his net worth shows that. I voted for Trump because he truly cares about people. And yeah, sometimes he may, say things that are a little hard to hear, hard to handle, but at his core, you can tell he cares about me. Now, the list can go on and on and on for why I voted for Trump. But the I that I speak of is not me personally. These are the many reasons that people have given as to why they voted for Trump. Now, me personally, I haven't voted the last 2 elections, and some people might crucify me for that. I'm ready, take me to the cross, it's whatever. But I haven't voted for a specific reason. The reason that I have not voted in any of these elections, these presidential elections specifically, is because over the last couple of years, I've realized that the only person that can truly change my position, that can truly impact me the most, is me. And so I place my vote on myself. What's good, all my conscious creators, curators, and cultivators? Today I want to talk about just that. Voting for you and 3 ways we can reinforce the belief that we have in ourselves. You don't want to miss out on this one. Make sure you tune all the way into the end. Let's get it. All right, y'all, real quick. I just want to say something. This is not a political video. It's not at all. So if y'all got some political hate or political agreement that you want to put down in this comment section, it's beside me. I could care less about it. I didn't vote for Trump. I didn't vote for Biden. I didn't vote for Hillary. Didn't vote for any of them. I choose to vote for me. I believe in myself more than I believe in another person. And here's why. Over the past 10 years, I literally have watched myself, believe in myself, and manifest the life I desire time and time again. If you've been following me along my journey, you'll know that at one point in time, I was looking at 10 to 15 with a max of 20 years. Felony 2 drug charges. And now I'm sitting here, master's degree, big flex, helping develop conscious creators, thanks to Bear Company. And I'm living my best life day in and day out. And that was no thanks to Hillary. That was no thanks to Trump. That was no thanks to Biden. That was all thanks to me. And so I want to be able to share these same gems with you, the viewer, my conscious creators that are watching this, so that you can also create the best life for yourself. And there's 3 ways that you can enhance the belief in yourself. And I'm gonna share them with you today. So here it is. The first way that you can enhance the belief in yourself so that you can manifest the life you desire is this. Find your purpose. I've talked with so many people, and something that I realized is it's kind of 50-50. Either you believe there's a purpose or you don't. And I'm here to say this. If you're living life with no purpose, just like an unfulfilling life that you're living. At least from my opinion, it may not be for you, but for me, if I had no purpose, it would just seem so unfulfilling. And 2, creating a life that you desire will be a lot harder than you think because you have nothing guiding you. You'll go from thing to thing to thing, from job to job to job, looking for somebody else to do it for you and somebody else to do it for you and some other way to make it to the place that you want to be because you don't have a purpose to align with. Everything that you do is just kind of all over the place. And so that's why I say this: in order to believe in yourself, you must first develop a purpose. Now, my purpose may look a lot different from what yours is, and that's okay. But you have to have a purpose to guide you. It's kind of like this. If you have a train, right? And you put that train just on dirt, and you tell the engineer and the conductor to make it go, you think that train's going anywhere? No, it's not. It needs tracks to go. It needs something to guide it. Our purpose is our tracks. We are the train. Without our purpose, we have no direction. We have no way to go. We're just kind of stuck, looking for different ways to make it out. Establish your purpose first. When you do that, believing in yourself will become a lot more simple. Number 2, the second way that you can help to cultivate the belief in yourself to manifest your best life is this. Understand that failure is only a stepping stone, and that you don't truly ever fail unless you quit completely. You see, all throughout our early life, we're taught that failure is this thing, this evil thing that holds us back. In school, if we get that F, that fat F, wow, right on our paper, right? What usually happens? We flunk the class, we don't get the credit. We're a failure. And who's gonna hire a failure? One that can't graduate, one that can't pass to the next grade. This is what we're taught about failure, and it's all wrong. You see, that system is set up to create a work out of you, to fuel an industry. And when you understand that, you will see that your failures are actually learning curves. They are ways for you to grow. In life, when we fail, we're able to take the data from our failure and see what we did right and see what we didn't do so right and try it again. Understanding that our failure is not the end of the road is key. Realizing that our mistakes do not define us. They're just learning curves. They're ways for us to grow. Don't prescribe to what the school system taught you about failure. Just because you mess up, just because you don't do it right the first time, doesn't mean it's signed, sealed, and delivered. No, it doesn't. It just means you have another opportunity to be great again. Because even in that failure, you were still great. And you have to understand that. You have to believe that. You have to embody that. And you have to live that. I couldn't count how many times that I failed at things. One of the greatest failures that I feel like I went through was with my charges. But again, I didn't let that define me. I didn't let it stop me. I let it drive me. Which leads us into the third thing. In order to cultivate the belief in self, we must develop drive. And no, I ain't talking about hop in my car, turn the keys and drive. I ain't talking about drive like that. I'm talking about drive on those days where I don't want to do shit. Drive. I'm up, I'm doing it. I'm talking about on the day where I just feel sick. Drive. I'm doing it. I'm talking about on the day where I want to push my work back to drive. Drive. You have to cultivate drive. Drive is the intrinsic determination to succeed. You have to cultivate that. And so even when I see failure in my face, I'm still pushing for success. I'm not gonna give up. I messed up this time, but I'm right back at it tomorrow. You do this enough times, you eventually will succeed. You'll achieve the goal that you wanted. To manifest your best life, you must believe in yourself and you must hold firm to that. Utilize these tips to strengthen your belief. It's necessary, y'all. And if you don't think you know how, or you're somebody who's been trying but just can't seem to get it going, reach out to me. Hit me up in my DMs. I'm not a bot. I'm here as a resource. I'm here to help. And I want to see you and everyone else manifest the best life that you desire, full of abundance, prosperity, and peace for yourself and everybody else around you. And if you feel like this video vibrates with you on a higher level, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe. And as always, I appreciate all my conscious creators, curators, and cultivators for tuning in to another episode of Therapy with Barry B. Peace.